I love you, Giovanna, and I understand why you did it, but you're going to have to apologise. Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome to part 14 of my crime sorority challenge. Yes, I just looked at a piece of paper to answer that question. It's our first morning on holidays with the girls, and Tara and Giovanna both woke up early, and I've had Tara just come over here to practice some magic because she doesn't get to do this. And I figured it'd be fun with her in the long term. I've never really played with mischief magic because my Sims I've had as spellcasters have always been goody two-shoes. So I thought it might be fun with Tara to let her reign supreme with some mischief magic at some point in the future. I thought I would just put her over here, like, while most of the house is asleep. She actually doesn't know Giovanna's awake, but from where Giovanna is, she wouldn't be able to see her anyway. I mean, we can see her, but Giovanna's, like, right down low. Infatuate. And she finishes doing it just as Giovanna came around the pier. So that was convenient timing. Oh, she was going to chat to Sakina by the looks of things. Sakina's like, good morning. It's like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I was just out here enjoying the fresh air. So they're having a nice little chat, which is great. Oh, what just happened? What just happened? Sakina tried being flirty. I don't even have Slice of Life installed at the moment. I don't understand what's going on. Sakina came up and she tried to give her a hug and then it got awkward. That's fine. It happens. Oh, Tara's decided to get stuck into some wellness on her own, which is great. Giovanna's getting a phone call, and this phone call's been a little while coming, I think. It's from Dean. Now, she hasn't actually seen Dean. She's seen him on campus, but she hasn't actually seen him outside of tutorial and lecture sessions and stuff like that since they went on their date. And they kissed, and it all seemed like it was going great, and then he didn't contact her on Love Day. And then I think it was the last part or the part before, he showed up at the front of the sorority house and then didn't come in. This is not a great time of year to be going on a holiday to the beach, apparently. It's a bit cold. Let's put her in something warmer. So he's just called and said, can we meet somewhere? And she said, look, I'm in Sorority at the moment on break. He would obviously be on break too because we're imagining this is happening during holidays. And he's like, well, why don't I meet you at the local club or bar in Sorority? So she's going to travel there just with Dean. We'll leave everyone else at the house because obviously this is all very secretive. And we will go to the Sandbar Reno with Dean. Now, I think I've mentioned this before in different videos when we visited this lot in this series. Well, not this series, but in Criminal Empire and stuff. This is the little Simsy build. Why are you wearing a crown? That's very strange. You're very strange. I'm going to see if I can... Why is he wearing a crown? I did not put a crown in his outfit, I swear to you. That is so funny. Apparently he's got a crown in all his outfits now. I would just like it noted that when I went into his household to edit the crown out, he's not wearing a crown. So I don't know what The Sims is playing at. We're just going to have to ignore the crown. I don't know why it's there. It's very strange. Obviously, it's CC I've got for medieval, but I don't know why he's chosen to wear it. She's having a bit of a go at him. Like, I think she's probably actually going to get stuck into him. So she's like, look, what's going on, Dean? Like, you've basically been ignoring me since we went on that date. And he's like, look, I've been thinking. She's like, oh. So he's telling her that one of their classmates at Brightchester told him that they'd seen Giovanna, like, at the Foxbury sorority, at the Kappa Beta sorority. And he's like, are you actually a member of a Foxbury sorority? Like, what the hell? What's going on? And she's like, obviously, I'll have her argue back because she is mean. So I feel like she would fire up in her own defense at first. Oh my God, she's wearing a crown too. Is it crown day here? Why are we not? Oh, and she's wearing a crown. There's something very strange going on in my save file. All right, I keep telling them to sit together and he's actually ignoring me. I think he might have had enough. What if I say go here together? I think he just left. All right, well, Dean left and he won't come back. I think he stormed out. She's basically said to him, it's none of your goddamn business where I live and who my siblings are. And if they happen to be in a Foxbury sorority, that's none of your business. And he's like, but you are in a Foxbury sorority. You are. Do they even know that you're lying to them? And it's all blown up and he's stormed out. I was hoping to actually be able to record that argument on screen. That would have been better than me just telling you about it while she goes to the toilet. She's thinking, you know, he knows where I live. He knows my secret. At least one other person knows my secret because someone has tipped him off. It might be time. I think I might need to tell everyone else. So I guess she's having a drink, getting herself a little bit of liquid courage. Oh, she's feeling happy because she was mean. What is her, actually, let's order her favorite drink. I always find it fascinating to see what they order when you order their favorite drink. My favourite one was Rose in Medieval Legacy. Her favourite drink was water. So pure. She would just get a free water. Looks like we're having some kind of white wine. Granite Falls Grappo Blanco, made by Channing. Thanks, Channing. The butterflies in your hair are a bit weird, I'm not going to lie, but whatevs. All right, so Giovanna's come back to the house and I've had her just get changed because the weather has warmed up a bit now. She's feeling quite mad. I've had her just light this fire over here and I think she's pondering... let's add some fuel. Oh, apparently she's decided swimming is the way to go. Oh, swimming pajamas. Swimming pajamas. Swimmers is the way to go. I'm going to get these guys to come out here. So she's asked Maya and Addison if they can talk because she's realised that with Dean being mad at her and knowing her secret, he could really cause problems for her. So she's like, I'm going to get ahead of the problem. Basically, she's going to have to confess to each of them. So she's going to, I guess, share secret. The way I'm going to handle this is I'm going to have her argue with every member of the sorority and then we'll see if they get any sentiments to each other. And if they do, that will be their reaction to the news. I think that's a good way to kind of put it in the lap of the game itself. I don't know why I don't have share secret here. I guess we'll start with Maya. I mean, Maya's her BFF. So... This hurts me. This really hurts me. So I'm going to have her argue. This is her telling Maya that she's actually been going to Brightchester all along and she's been lying. So the animations aren't super relevant. What I'm really looking for are the sentiments. So I'm going to have her do this with every single member of the sorority and then I'll touch base with you guys. And we'll review how the news has gone. So I did want her to tell Maya and Addison first, because Addison's going to insist that she then tell everybody. Like, it's inevitable that she would. Oh, Maya, you're such a sweet bean. Maya is so forgiving. Giovanna feels like she's growing closer to Maya, so that's nice. What she's saying is she wanted to be able to be in the sorority with her sisters, but she didn't get a high enough grade. So Giovanna's talking to Addison. This is obviously the main one that matters. So Addison's like, why would you lie to me? I don't understand. This is ridiculous. And Giovanna's saying, well, look, I wanted to be with you guys, but you had your heart set on Foxbury. You were always going to go to Foxbury and Maya was always going to follow you to Foxbury and I didn't want to be left out and I didn't get the grades. Okay, I'm stupid. I didn't get the grades to get into Foxbury with the degree that I wanted. There's a little bit of kind of shame or disappointment in herself underlying Giovanna's frustration at everyone else. She feels like if she just studied harder in high school, she would have gotten the grades and she could have just gone to Foxbury because she wanted to be an engineer and she didn't get the grades for that. Now, let's see how Addison has reacted to the news and we'll see if we got any sentiments. Oh my God, no sentiments at all. So she rolled with it, I guess, but I'm now going to have her have the same argument with everyone else in the house. I don't know how I paused it at this exact second. After she fought with Shana, I paused it. Look at Tara. Is that even possible? She must have been mid-jump or something. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, so it took me forever, but we finally done it. So she had a fight with Sakina. Sakina still feels like she's friends with her. They've obviously talked it through. Shana, can you put some clothes on? There we go. All right, so Sakina wasn't too fast. She did get a negative sentiment with Tara. So Tara feels hurt by Giovanna. She feels like, how could you have lied to me through this whole situation? I thought we were friends. They're still good friends with Addison. Addison was okay with it. I think Maya feels grateful that Giovanna has finally opened up about the situation. So, I mean, that makes sense. Giovanna is mad at Shana. So Shana obviously made some fairly insulting comments about Giovanna's grades or something. I think that was everybody. So I think it's just Tara and Shana are the two that have reacted the worst. Sakina's very chill. These two are forgiven Giovanna because they're sisters. These two are feeling hurt because they were really good friends with Giovanna, and it feels like, how could you have lied to us this whole time? And Sakina's very, not only she doesn't kind of buy into the drama as much as the rest of the sorority does, but she also wasn't as close to Giovanna, so she doesn't feel betrayed in the same way. Now, Giovanna's just taken herself off to get a little bit of a break from everybody, sail around on the canoe and get some fresh air. Maya's keeping an eye on her on the aquazip. She's checking in on her. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Shana just got a level of dance from meditating. It's very strange. Dancing is in the mind as well as the body. In meditation of dance, Shana O'Neill's gained a level of dancing. So can you gain skills from meditation? Is that new? I feel like that might be new. Oh, by the way, I had to move the little floaty thing out of this little bit. It was a cute idea for it to be here, but the water actually is too shallow. You can't actually use the floaty thing. You know, the floaty thing is the technical term. So most of the rest of the sisters have gone to bed or are going to bed. In fact, Tara and Sakina have already taken themselves off. Tara in particular was just so mad. She was like, I can't even talk to you right now, and she's left. Giovanna's having a little bit of a rant to Maya about how, you know, she would like to think that her sisters would be, sisters as in sorority sisters, would be more understanding, and Maya's like, well, you have to understand the fact that they're sorority sisters with you. We are all meant to trust each other, and I guess they probably feel like you didn't trust them. You know, you've got to understand the way they feel as well. It's understandable. I love you, Giovanna, and I understand why you did it, but you're going to have to apologize. You know, if Tara and Shana are mad at you, you're going to have to apologize to them because you did do the wrong thing. You know, if you told Addison and I from the start that you hadn't got into Foxbury and that you were at Brightchester, we could have come up with something. We could have made you like an honorary sister or something. And Giovanna's like, but I just wanted to fit in with you guys. I didn't want to feel like, you know, the Brightchester freak. I just wanted to be part of the group. And Maya's like, oh, sweetie, you're our sister, like our actual blood sister. You will always be part of the group. And then she's going to tell her a dramatic story. Probably reminiscing about all the times Addison got them in trouble as kids. It's like, do you remember that time that we went to the Bears clubhouse and poop bombed it? See, she's talking about bears. What did I say? I think the other thing Maya wants to ask about, maybe as they're getting ready for bed, she's going to ask her about Dean. And I think poor Giovanna's like, look, I don't really want to talk about Dean right now. So it's the next morning and the sun's just coming up. Tara was up super early and Giovanna has come out to her on the deck and is basically like, look, I'm really sorry I lied to you guys. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I wanted to be with Maya and Addison, and this was the only way I could see to do it. And I still wanted to do my degree. I didn't want to have to, you know, do a degree I didn't want in order to be with my sisters, you know. And I've started to consider you and Shana and Sakina as sisters as well. Oh my God, that fixed it. Who knew apologizing could just get rid of the negative sentiment? Tara's like, look, I understand it. Just don't lie to me again, all right? And then Addison's come out and seen that they're like smiling and laughing with each other. And she's thinking, oh God, thank goodness for that. She's still got a negative sentiment or a negative mood. I assume that's from before, or maybe actually it's probably because Shana's here. So I'm going to have her come over and attempt to apologize to her as well if she can. I wonder if it depends who has the sentiment against who, because Giovanna has it against Shana. Maybe Shana needs to apologize, which is kind of annoying. I guess I'll have Shana apologize, but we'll imagine that it's Giovanna doing it. So Giovanna's apologizing. Oh my God. Means a lot that you make time for me. Gosh, they forgive each other fast in this game, don't they? I thought this would not resolve quite as easily as it has. She's again saying the same thing to Shana that she said to Tara about, I should have told you guys the truth. I wanted to just fit in, etc., etc. Shana's like, so why did you decide to tell us? And Giovanna's like, look, honestly, I was always gonna have to fess up before graduation, because you guys would have noticed I wasn't at the same graduation ceremony. Like, it was inevitable. So I've been thinking about it for a while, but then there was a guy, and he found out, he goes to Brightchester, he found out he didn't take it well. And Shana's like, it's always a guy, isn't it? Like, bloody men. And I think Sakina would find that hilarious. I feel like that's kind of worked out better than I thought it would. I was thinking that the sentiments would possibly stick around a bit longer, but apparently not. I'm going to have her lead a guided meditation, and I'm going to have her have Shana and Tara as the two Sims she had the falling out with. She's going to lead a guided meditation for the other two, and that can be them like bonding and getting back together. Plus, I've never actually seen this interaction before. Oh, she's got her own little chair. I could have her join. Oh, she could lead a guided meditation for the whole entire group. Tara's obviously decided not to join in. I didn't know they pulled out their own little stools. I assumed that I could only have 3 because they had 3 chairs here. I do find it particularly interesting that she's actually doing this in her Foxbury shirt that she owns. I'm going to wrap this one up here. I have to say it went better than I thought it would. I don't know why I was surprised. This game does tend to be a little bit happy families. Like, it goes easy on your Sims. Like, there's not a huge amount of consequences. The sentiments did help. It gave me a feel for who got the maddest, which I quite like. What this means for Giovanna and Dean, I don't know. I'm actually just going to leave it up to the game. If he contacts her and, wants to do stuff and hang out and stuff, then we'll go with it. But I don't think Giovanna's going to reach out to Dean, because she'd be blaming Dean. Like, he pushed her into this when she wasn't ready for it. The fact that she was 100% going to have to tell these guys by the end of the degree notwithstanding, because she's not going to be at the Foxbury graduation ceremony. Like, she's going to be at the Brightchester one, and that's unavoidable. I don't know if the game runs them at the same time. If it does, it's unfortunate, because I would like to think that the Kappa Beta sorority would actually show up to support Giovanna at her graduation ceremony. But I'm going to leave this one here. Like I said, got a bit of a sweaty pit situation there. Ew. I mean, it's CC. You get what you get. In the next part, I'm actually going to run the birthday party for Ashley and Alex. So that's the aunt of the girls and their dad. Oh my gosh, these guys got sentiments. It's so cute. Obviously, Alex and Ashley should be elders by now, and I thought I'd have like a big birthday bash. I mean, Alex is the head of a big crime family. He's very influential. He's the top of the mobster career. 100% he'd have a big event. And in the meantime, these guys are just going to enjoy soaking up the sand and the sun. If you have enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.